Well, there is nothing like a rivalry, and nothing breeds them quite like close proximity. All the bragging rights, all the town pride, it all hinges on one game. And it is our game of the week, and it is the Battle of Highway 62, Prairie Grove at Farmington. We start with Prairie Grove at the Farmington 13-yard line. We're going to go ahead and find Alex Abshire. And Morgan Cobb is going to be on the receiving end of his pass as soon as we get through all the pageantry. Of course, can't have a rivalry without all the flags flying and all that good stuff. But Morgan Cobb finishing the job. Tigers strike first after the two-pointer. Tricky, it's 8-0. To the second quarter, Tigers still up. Watch this. Their ball, first down. Abshire in some trouble. Pitches it to Blake Cogren. He's able to get the first down. Tigers still driving in Farmington territory, but the ball comes out, and the Cardinals jump on it. From there, Aiden Lester airs one out. Cardinals own the sky to Dawson Keaton for the first down just outside of the 40-yard line. He makes a couple nice moves to get away from defenders. Then at the 2, Lester hands it to Luke Elsick, and he'll find the end zone. Two-pointer from them, though, no good. Prairie Grove holding on to a 2-point lead at the half. Farmington, though, scoring on their first drive of the second, and they're going to go up 14-8. Good on that two-point conversion. Under 7 to go in the third. Cardinals at the Tigers 4. Lester hands it to Dustin Haffenhelder. He takes it in. Tigers just cannot get anything going, though, in the third quarter. Fourth quarter inside the 40. Abshire finds Jace Edwards just outside the 20. Then on second 15 from the 15, Abshire's pass picked off by Peyton Bailey. He'll take it back all the way to the Tigers 12, well, where Elsick does it again, this time on a reverse, and he's going to go ahead and seal the deal. Cardinals get their first win of the season, 28-8, and here is Robin Hearn with more on the Cards. Big win. Robin.
The Battle of Highway 62 brought the fireworks from both squads, but at the end of the day, what mattered the most was who wanted it more. And for the Farmington Cardinals, they proved that in the second half. It seemed like the Cardinals couldn't get anything going at the beginning of the game, but like head coach Tommy Tice told me earlier this week, he's seen his team improve with each drive, and it showed. It was a slow start for the Tigers as well. However, it was a two-point conversion that made the difference at half. But Farmington started using Aiden Lester's arm and used some big stops on fourth down and an interception to seal this one and snag their first win of the season. First-year head coach Tommy Tice liked the adjustments his team made.
I think, we didn't have anybody playing both ways. And it was a hot night, and I think that kind of wore them down a little bit because they had us on the ropes in the first part of the ball game, and they just kind of let us wiggle off. But it's a great team, well-coached football team as always. I'm just proud to be a part of this rivalry.
Well, the Cardinals have some time to enjoy this first win of the season as they have a bye next week and then open up conference play at Pea Ridge on the 27th. In Farmington, Robin Hearn, 5 News Sports.
6A West, and they have been unstoppable. Harbor looking to halt the Dogs' march back to Little Rock, but they must not be hourly because they work quick. 2 passes, both to Champ Davis is all it took for them to go up 7. A couple drives later, Harbor's Titus Kramer, giddy up, would carry, burst through the line, and score. But the kick is blocked, so it's 21-6. Bulldogs and Greenwood would continue to just dominate the first half. Break out the belt because the champ is still here. Champ Davis, all you can eat tonight. The Dogs barking and biting. They'd go on to win 56-19. Heaven help whoever has to play them this year. Okay. That's right. It's Friday the 13th, where the odd becomes the ordinary and the unthinkable becomes the expected, which means when you put on the helmet and shoulder pads, anything can happen, and we like it that way. But don't be scared, though. We make sure the lights are on our Friday nights, and while we may not be Jason, we're still killing our coverage. So let's head out down south to start things off. Central venturing up to Southside. The Mavericks ranked as a top 10 team in the state, and that Mavs defense ate their Wheaties today. Aiden Johnson, not Usher, but still saying, yeah, here's your seat. They allowed just 37 yards in the first half. As for the offense, they were turned up like your favorite song on the radio. Blake Forsgren to Joseph Kincannon for his 3rd reception and touchdown of the game. Later on, Aiden Nguyen putting half the defense on his back like they're a JanSport, going down inside the 10. This one, no goose, all Mavericks. They almost fully invert the score on them, 45-14.